Hello my dear aspirants, a very warm welcome to you all. I welcome you all to our official channel of Adda 24/7 Northeast, and today's session is going to be quite important for all the aspirants who belongs to Northeast region, because if you know, yesterday IBPS Clerk has officially released its notification regarding the bank exam, and also this time we can see that in Northeast region there is quite a good number of vacancies. All over India it's around 11,403 vacancies, and along with that there's a good contribution of our Northeast region as well. And also in this particular recruitment exam there has been seen significant changes in the exam pattern and also selection process. So let's understand each thing in full detail in this particular video. So stay till the end to know a lot about your vacancies and what are the major changes that you can see in this particular recruitment this year. So we are talking about IBPS Clerk 2026 notification which came last night. And if you talk about Northeast region, so in Northeast region there are around about 598 vacancies, which is a good number if you see carefully, right? So significant regional opportunities. So total vacancies is 11,403, among which our Northeast region is contributing to 598 vacancies, where the registration closing date is on the 21st August and the registration has started from last midnight. So if you are keen to appear this examination, then you must apply before the end date of 21st August. And the prelims are being scheduled on the 10th and 11th of October 2026. So let's understand everything by seeing the vacancies first. So now if you talk about the vacancies, I'll be discussing the state-wise vacancy. The highest vacancies in a particular state in this particular recruitment examination has been seen in Assam, which holds a 349 seats, 349 vacancies. And out here, the good thing is that in this particular exam, you'll always have a benefit of appearing it in your own examination. So Assam aspirants can appear in English, Hindi and Assamese, their choice of language. Along with that, the second highest vacancy that we see is in Tripura, where you can see 64 vacancies coming up, and there the languages which they are providing you is English, Hindi and Bengali. Along with that, the next is Arunachal Pradesh. In Arunachal Pradesh, we see 45 number of vacancies, and the language which they can use to give the examination is English and Hindi. And if you move ahead, we see Manipur, which holds 42 vacancies, and the languages they have provided is English, Hindi and Manipuri. And then if you move ahead, we have Nagaland, where we have 31 vacancies, and out here 2 languages are included, that is your English and Hindi. And then if you move ahead, we see Sikkim, where we can see 28 number of vacancies, and here English and Hindi is the language which you can appear the examination. And then we have Meghalaya, where we have 22 number of vacancies, and we can appear it in English and Hindi both. And last but not the least, we have Mizoram state with the lowest vacancies, but it's quite good number. 17 vacancies are a good number if you see, and there will appear in English and Hindi as well. Got it? So totally if we see, totally if we compare all of them, so unreserved candidates has a vacancy of 296. For SC, we have 36 vacancies all over the Northeast state. For ST, it's 114. For OBC, is 104. EWS is 48. And total is coming out to be 598 vacancies. If you move ahead, then we could see the eligibility criteria and LPT rule. LPT rule is being quite important in this particular recruitment examination. So let's see one by one. What is the age and qualification requirement? So the age as on the 1st of August is 20 to 28 years. 20 to 28 years. So this is mainly for unreserved candidates, but if you belong to SC, ST category, then obviously there is age relaxation. For ST, SC, if you see, there is a 5 years of age relaxation. For OBC, there is a 3 years of age relaxation. And for physically handicapped, we have 10 years of age relaxation. If you move ahead, what is the educational qualification which is required in this? You need to be a graduate. Okay, degree in any discipline, no specific department is given. Whatever department you have graduated with is always welcome to apply. You can easily apply. Along with that, a main important part for this recruitment is your computer literacy. Now, computer literacy here we talk about is of 2 types. One type is, suppose for those students, suppose like me, in my school days, I had computer as my subject, right? And even in class 11, 12, I had computer as my subject. So we don't have to provide a computer proficiency certificate. But for those students who did not have computer throughout, you need to get a certificate of diploma, okay, of certificate or IT in school or colleges. Okay, so this is quite important. This is a major setback, you can say. So for those aspirants who do not have such certificate, they won't be able to apply because the exam is on the coming months. So till that month, students won't be able to get any certificate. So there's a drawback. But those who had computer as the subject in the school level, you don't have to get any kind of certificate out here. And if you move ahead, language test is very, very important in this particular requirement. If you see, so local language rule is what? Candidate must be proficient in reading, writing and speaking the official language of the applied state. So whatever state you're applying for, you should have the local language efficiency. And their exemption is what? If local language was studied in class 10 and 12 standard, formal LPT is exempted. If you had your local language in your school level, class 11 and 12, then you don't have to give any LPT examination. This is just like a skill test which you will give after the mains result comes up. And last caution, you can apply from only one state or under union territory. Selection is forfeited if LPT is failed. So if somehow someone fails to qualify the LPT, then also the chances are that he might not get the appointment letter, even if he qualified with a very good marks in the mains examination. If you move ahead, we have prelims examination pattern. So mainly in clerk examination, you have to give 2 exams. First, this is only qualifying. You just have to qualify the prelims. And out here, if you compare with the previous year, you won't be able to see too much of changes. So what are the subjects that we have to focus? We have to focus on English language, numerical ability or maths and reasoning, right? And the good thing is the medium of examination is also given. So except English, the other 2 subjects you can also appear in your own language, right? So number of questions segregation is how much? So in English language, you have 30 questions. For numerical ability, you have 35 questions, and for reasoning, you have 35 questions. So altogether, you'll have to attempt 100 questions, and you'll be getting 100 marks for each question. And also there is a negative mark, so you have to be very careful. You have to be quite accurate while solving the questions. So total duration is 1 hour, and you have sectional timing for each section. For each section, you'll be getting 20 minutes. So the main motive out here would be that I have to gain a good pace, good speed in reasoning and math so that I can secure as many questions as possible, because the question numbers are also a lot in these 2 sections. And if you move below, you can see there's a negative marking of 0.25 marks for any wrong answers given by the students. Now, if you move ahead, then this is the revised mains pattern. So before the recruitment, before last time's recruitment, they had the different pattern, and now they have changed it. A drastic change has been seen. Let's see what is that particular change and what are the things that we need to focus. So firstly, key changes are what? The post has been renamed from junior associate to customer service associate. So now this particular post, clerk post, is known as your CSA. Before it was JA, and now it is CSA. And also quant section is where you see the major changes. Out here, 5 extra questions has been added, okay, making it 5 extra additional minutes for the students, so you're getting more time. And also final merit list is prepared 100% based on mains marks. So mains mark is the main stage which will decide your selection. Prelims was qualifying, so once you qualify prelims, then you will be asked to give the mains, and once you give mains, you have to give it very nicely, because your selection is totally dependent on your mains examination marks. Now, what is the structure of mains examination? Let's see one by one. So in mains, only 1 extra subject has been added out here. That is your general and financial awareness. You'll have 40 questions, and each question you'll have 50 marks. So there will be some questions which will carry 2 marks, some questions which carry 1 marks, and total you'll be getting 20 minutes to do it. Similarly, if you see general English, in general English, you have 40 questions, 40 marks means 1 marks each question, and for that you'll be getting 35 minutes to solve, right? And then we have reasoning and computer ability, and both section consists of 40 marks, 40 questions, sorry, but this total marks comes up to be 60 marks. Okay, so some questions will be of 2 marks, some questions will be of 1 marks, so you have to be careful, and you'll be getting 35 minutes for these 2 subjects as well. And along with that, we have computer aptitude, which will have 40 questions. Before last year, it was 35 questions, but now it has 40 questions, 5 questions has been added, and for this, you'll be getting 50 marks. So out here also, there will be some questions which will carry 1 marks, and some questions will carry 2 marks, and you'll be getting 35 minutes. So roundabout, if you see, you'll be getting 1 hour and 25 minutes to solve this particular 2 hours and 5 minutes to solve this particular paper. Okay, before it was only 2 hours, but now you're getting 5 more minutes in this particular paper. Yes. Okay, then if you move ahead, core syllabus and priority topics. So what are the core syllabus? We'll discuss that. So if you see Quantitative aptitude, main topic that you have to focus are your simplification approximation, missing wrong series, wrong number series you say, quadratic equations, table, line, pi, di. Di is very, very important. Data interpretation, minimum 10 to 15 questions are being asked. And then we have caselet and core arithmetic. In core arithmetic, you have around about 15 to 16 topics which you have to study. But just by focusing on these areas also you can score quite well, especially DI. Try to focus on DI more. And then if you talk about reasoning ability, then we have floor, box, scheduling, puzzle. Puzzle is very, very important. Then you have sitting arrangement. Okay, these two are like a very important parameter. But because if you see the SBIPO which happened today, right, you might be shocked to see that there were only questions from puzzles and sitting arrangement. Only 2 questions were there which were not puzzle and sitting arrangement, but except 2 questions, all were sitting and puzzle arrangement. So now the examiner is emphasizing on these 2 topics more. So you have to focus on these 2 topics no matter what, and you have to focus with proper guidance. And then we have syllogism, inequalities, alphanumeric series, and your machine coding. Generally machine coding comes in your mains examination, but still we might not know. We never know. Simple type machine coding might come in prelims as well. Okay, so these are the main topic that you need to focus on, reasoning. And then if you move ahead, we have English. So in English, we have reading comprehension, we have close test, error spotting, okay, and then general awareness is mainly for your mains. In prelims, we do not have any general awareness. So this is mainly for your mains, right? And this is it, okay, spotting the errors and so on. If you move ahead, then we see 3-phase master roadmap. So what are the things that we can do? Yes, what are things from now if we do it? So mainly from today onwards till September 15, what you do is you need to focus on concept and speed drills. Okay, daily speed maths is very, very mandatory for you to do it so that you attain the speed, because clerk totally depends on speed, okay, and accuracy. So you have to gain that speed, and to gain that speed you need to practice as many questions as possible. Basic puzzle framework. What are the parameters where we should focus while solving a puzzle? Because just by doing puzzle and solving it like for 10 minutes will give us only 5 marks. Yes, so we have to know the keys and hack to solve the puzzle in a very small interval of time. And then we have a daily 1 hour general awareness habit, and this is mainly we are doing it so that we are already prepared for the mains. Okay, next, if you move ahead to the next phase, that is your from 16 September to October 9. So prelim mock session. In these days you have to give as many mocks as possible. Try to get the mock from our website. In Test Prime is the mock which you are looking for. Out here you'll be getting 5 lakh plus mocks. 5 lakh plus mocks for round about 800 plus examinations. Okay, so go and get the mock. The price is also quite less. If you want to purchase, you can use my code YT81 for maximum discount. You can go to more offers and you can type down YT81 for maximum discount. Right, attempt 20 full mocks, analyze weak spot and target 90% accuracy rate. You have to target accuracy is very, very important. And then post prelims, after preliminary examination, you'll be able to figure out that you'll qualify or not, because the cutoff goes above 70 marks. Yes, 70, 65, 70, something like that. So in that case, you'll be able to know that you'll qualify or not the examination. And if you think that you'll be qualifying, then you have to start preparing for your mains and LPT preparation. Okay, so try to focus on high level data interpretation, because in mains, just by solving 2 DI also, you can easily qualify the math section. And then puzzle focus, GA revision and local language newspaper reading. Try to read newspapers. This will help you. Okay, next part. So notice aspirants preparing it. So this is mainly for prelims. So in prelims, what are the things that we have to focus? So it is given out here. So target safe prelim cutoff, aim 75 to 80 plus marks. Okay, in prelims, smaller vacancy state often see high competition. So for the lower seat number in other states of Northeast, there might be a good level of competition. So that's why you need to focus this much marks. And how to know that you're getting that much mark? By giving the mock. Okay. A daily speed maths workout. Try to do some speed maths workout like every 30 minutes every morning. 10 simplification, 5 series, and this also will get in our test prime. You'll have topic wise mocks. So go and give simplification, series and all type questions, right, daily. And then don't delay GS, don't wait for prelims, then start preparing for GNO. Try to focus just a bit also GA from now onwards. And then LPT fluency, practice daily reading and local publication if applying for states like Assam, Manipur, Tripura and so on. There you have to be fluent in your language. And this is the syllabus. So we have already discussed, so you can take a snapshot of it, right? And similarly, if you talk about the mains, so accuracy beats speed in mains. Yes. So we are not concerned about speed in mains examination. We are focused on accuracy because we don't have to solve the entire paper. We just need to solve selective questions so that if we somehow get good marks in that question, then we can easily qualify. Because after mains, you can directly get the appointment letter. Okay, after giving the LPT. So with 160 questions in 125 minutes, main test conceptual depth rather than raw speed. We don't need speed, we just need the concept. Prioritize high yield section, reasoning 60 marks, general awareness 50 marks. Okay, avoid speculative guessing to protect your score against 0.25 negative marking penalties. So there's a negative marking also, so you have to be very, very careful while giving mains. And for mains, you can just see that general financial awareness topic has been added. So out here, what do you need to study? You need to study current affairs, last 5 to 6 months. Then banking and financial awareness, very, very important. They ask direct questions. We have static GK, bank and headquarters. Then we have union budget and economic survey. And lastly, government schemes. Very, very important. Government scheme is also quite important nowadays. Okay, once this is done, then you can move ahead and you can start applying right away. So what we are planning is we might bring up some daily topic wise classes for you guys, but that totally depends on the comments. So if you are really fond of clearing this particular examination, then you can comment down below SBI clerk. Okay, IBPS clerk, sorry. IBPS clerk, you can comment down, and based on that, based on the comments, we'll decide that what we can do. If the demand is quite high for daily practice session, then we'll obviously bring practice session for you guys. And if not, then obviously you can also take the guidance from us in our paid batches, which is available in the Play Store. English medium batch is also going to be available. So that totally depends on the comment down below. So try to comment as much as you can. So that's it for this session. I hope you found this session informative. I hope I've covered all the major parts in this particular video. So if you like this video, then make sure to drop a like and also share with your friends so that even they know that in Northeast, this time the vacancy is quite good. So even they should appear this particular examination. And it's a central job, so obviously the payout and all is also quite good. So basic pay along with allowances and all, you get a very good handsome amount, you can say, right? So if you want to really prepare this particular examination, just comment down below IBPS clerk and we'll start a session right away for you. And that session will be free of cost for you. So all the best and see you all. Thank you.